Rhian, first of all then, how good did it feel to play such a significant part in the winning goal down at Swansea?
Yeah, it felt good, Obviously, it's not about me, it's about the team. And, I was happy to contribute and assist the winning goal, and get the 3 points, which is the most important thing.
How much is that maybe part of the mentality of this group this season, that all is never lost?
Yeah, and I think you saw that towards the end of last year anyway, and I think we've just picked up where we left off, which is a never die mentality, and we fought to the end, and we're always going to fight to the end no matter what, and I think it showed in the dying minutes of the game on Tuesday.
Had there been, over the course of the summer, an actual conversation about the, supposed disappointment? I know the team came from a poor start to the season to then get into the playoffs. Disappointment of sorts and not having a hangover this season, or was it it's just been as it is? People have got the nose down again and off you go.
Yeah, of course, you have conversations amongst each other and stuff like that, but I think Eki spoke to us in pre-season, and, it was, okay, we're going to have one conversation, and that's it, about obviously what happened in the playoffs. And we had everybody as a group had a conversation, and this year was all about, you're right, okay, it's happened now, we can't do nothing about it, so we're gonna push and keep pushing this year.
How would you sum up the start to the season then for this group of players then? And how much of a carrot is it to go into the international break making sure you're first?
Yeah, of course, it's I feel like the start that we've had has been exceptional, Of course, if the beginning of the season you say we go into the international break, hopefully top of the league, I think we would be like, yeah, of course you would take it, and the fact that we're so close to doing that, obviously with a game happening tomorrow, is good, and hopefully we can achieve that going into that international break.
A lot of people like to talk about the 10-game marker, don't they, as a pause for thought and a chance to review. Well, tomorrow's game 10. Whatever happened, Sheffield United aren't going to be lower than second. So it's been an excellent start to the year.
Yeah, of course, like you said, okay, we won't be lower than second, but we don't want to be second. We want to be first. And I think that's the mentality that we need to have, and always want to be the one that people chase with, like Eki always says, with a target on our back.
Preston have had a start to the season where they don't concede any, really, but they don't score much either. What plans do you as a group have to make sure you can get one?
Go there and score some goals and don't concede.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Hopefully.
It's mad though, isn't it, that they've had the start to the campaign where they don't look like conceding much at all, but yet at the other end they've had their struggles.
Yeah, of course. To be honest, I haven't really been looking at other teams, about obviously it's a cliche to say you only look at yourself, but I'm being honest. I think we won a game and we went top, and I was like, oh, we're top. Like, I'm just focused fully on ourselves, and if we keep winning each game, we're gonna be first and be as high as possible. So to be honest, it's all about us, and it's always been about us, and that's how it's gonna be for the whole season.
Well, let's talk about you then. I mean, the news of the day is that you're going to be part of the under-21s at Bramall Lane in a week or so's time, and that's going to be a great occasion. Yeah,
of course. It's always an honour to get picked for your country, and of course, being the second game at Bramall Lane is even better. Home stadium, home fans, and hopefully I get some minutes in that game and hopefully score a couple of goals.
Have you had a word with the other two players that are going to be with you about that, with James and Tommy, who are going to be part of the squad?
Yeah, of course, and we've been bantering Redder already, saying that we're going to beat him, so hopefully it comes true.
And what about you as an individual then right now? How are you summing up this campaign right now?
As in the start of the season?
Yeah, your contribution.
Yeah, I've contributed here and there, Of course, the team's been doing great, and, I just want to keep contributing as much as I can by scoring goals, getting assists, if that's starting, if that's coming off the bench, and being ready for any minutes I get on the pitch, and hopefully, like I said, whether it's starting or coming on and making an impact.
Because a lot of fans, I mean, saw you against Millwall, good performance against Millwall, an excellent contribution the other night off the bench down at Swansea. What's the next stage for you in being a regular starter?
Score some goals. Now, hopefully, being involved in more goals, more contributions, whether that's goals, assists, and also even off the ball, making sure my man, obviously as being a forward, I've got to track the centre halves and stop them from getting out, and it always starts from the front, which obviously is us forward. So being good in that respect, and also, like I said, contribution in assists and goals.
Does the idea of not having scored yet weigh with you?
No, because I feel like it's coming. I've had a couple of opportunities which I think I should have done better with myself. Like the other day, the header, even though it was a knuckleball coming in. But no, I feel like it's coming, and it's only a matter of time before it comes. And I feel like once I score one, I'll score quite a few.
Yeah, I suppose that's the thing, isn't it? To know that, to have the belief that it's coming rather than thinking that it might not.
No, 100%. The more you think it's not going to come, it won't come.
Yeah.
And if you keep believing, it will come. And that's how I think. So, like I said, once I get one, I think I'll get more.
And you were mentioning there about doing the different parts of the job. Does that mean that you are being asked to develop your game as opposed to maybe what you've done before in senior men's football? Well, obviously at Swansea when you played down there and being the central striker, but you've got to be in different positions across that third of the pitch now.
I feel like I've done it pretty much, growing up, because whichever team I've played in, it's always been a high pressing team. So it's always starts from the front, which is where I've been playing. So I feel like it's been like that through my whole career, but I feel like even more now, because of the way we play with 2 up front and wing backs and 3 at the back, because before I've played with 4 at the back, so it's a bit different. But it always starts from the front, and pressing wise, whether it's a 4 at the back or a 3 at the back, is trying to win the ball as close to their goal as possible to score more goals.
It does seem as though this team this season are going to be, not bottom of the goal scoring stage, regardless of what position. They do seem as though there's going to be quite a lot of chances in games.
Yeah, I think that's just the way we play, which we're a high pressing team, and especially at home, we like to go forward a lot, like you can see with our centre backs are sometimes ending up in the box. Well, I know it's shown, hasn't he, quite a bit. So
he fancies himself as a centre forward, so.
Oh, don't worry, I banter him all the time about it in training. The other day when he cuts in and tries to whip it to a corner, and he goes, "Bro, I'm gonna score one." I said, "Okay, when you do, I'll be the first one on the pitch, trust me." But no, yeah, he showed these qualities, and just a quality in our team in general.
One thing, just finally, and I think the rest of us would agree with this, that this group over the course of the last couple of years, you do seem like you're a tight-knit group, and that obviously helps in circumstances where it's 0-0 in the 93rd minute and at other times.
Yeah, I think even the celebrations you see when we scored the goal, how close we are, and it's no matter who scores it, who assists it, we're all a team, and I feel like you see the subs running down onto the pitch, even the players that started come off, the players that unfortunately didn't get on, and we were all down there celebrating, and it just shows how tight we are. And I feel like it's shown not only just Swansea but other games that we've had this season and the back end of last season, how close we are. And I think the more we play together and the more we're with each other all the time, just the closer we're gonna get. Yeah.